Greetings, fellow travelers. Welcome on in. This is the 213th level of the RPG Cave. I am one of your hosts, the level 299 human necromancer, Ryan Turford, and I am joined, as always, by the Dabin level 299 elf hex machinist, Dr. Garret Bland. How's it going, Garret?
It's going. It's morning. I had my coffee. I'm excited. Ryan, I just wanted to ask you, I have this little guy right up here. Do you know who that guy is?
Well, I'm going to have to make you a little bit bigger.
I did.
That's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one. Oh.
I didn't know that one exists.
Disappearing the camera.
Yeah. I have to zoom in a little bit. I can't. Is that Arnold from Hey Arnold?
Yes, it's Arnold. Hey
Okay.
Arnold. I really enjoyed Hey Arnold when I was a kid. Actually, that was one of the few Nickelodeon shows that was on like 6 a.m. before school.
Okay.
And so little chubby Garret ate s'mores Pop-Tarts as he was watching Hey Arnold in the beginning. And you know, when I was watching this show, I grew up in suburban Texas, very spread out. You know, you have to drive everywhere and like to get to places. But in this show, it's in New York. It's like based in New York City.
Okay.
So everyone, you just walk, like in Hey Arnold, you just walk out and all your friends are there, and like you're in the streets, and then you just walk to school. And I'm like, that looks cool. I was thinking of a kid. I was like, it was very more, I guess, in proximity to each other. So it felt more, you know, like a community. Anyways, I love Hey Arnold. That's one I just wanted to let you know this.
Nice. I was definitely way too old for Hey Arnold when it came out.
Yeah,
because it was definitely not of my era. But I know a lot of people really like Hey Arnold. So
yeah,
interesting.
Good show.
I love that the whole setup behind you is expanding. You're adding more stuff to it. It's feeling like you're more at home now, I think.
Yes, there was a suggestion of a fake plant or a real plant right behind me that can add some color into the room. I don't know. I got space here on the left here. I could put a running machine, like a treadmill.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, or I can just put whatever I want over there.
Yeah.
A TV, maybe. That would be nice for my consoles. Yeah. You know, don't have to hook up everything into one monitor. But
Jordan brings up a good point. Instead of getting a real plant, you could just get a Lego plant. Just call it a day.
Yeah, Lego plant. The things that are like 2,000 times more expensive. And
it's
a real all plastic,
and then you got to dust it and like
you got to dust it,
yeah.
Real plants, like we were looking at like IKEA. It's like you can get one for I don't know, like $80 or something like that for like these huge like Monstera or was it Peje Mantis? I don't know. It's one of the bigger plants. Okay, looked good.
Nice.
It looked pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, your setup's different pretty soon, and people should, we'll have one last month of this kind of setup for me because I'm moving in a month. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, everything will be different.
Oh yeah. You're about to go on your moving adventures here.
Yes.
In a month.
I know I'm moving on my birthday, March 21st, so it's going to be fun.
Oh, that's a very special occasion.
Yeah. Happy birthday to me, I guess.
Happy birthday to me. I'm moving.
Yeah.
Are you gonna have movers? I guess. I presume.
Yeah. Well, I'm not carrying all this stuff myself.
The arcade machine. I was like, that looked like a challenge.
Believe it or not, it's actually one of the lighter things that I have.
Interesting.
It's not that heavy, actually. And not only that too.
You just need a dolly, really.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I carried it in here without even needing a dolly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is pretty light. I didn't realize how light it was.
Yeah, it's not like since it's not a real arcade machine, it's a replica. It's basically made out of like cardboard, or not cardboard, but like really light grade
material.
Yeah, like IKEA building materials essentially. So
I see.
It weighs actually less than that shelf does with the with stuff like without the stuff on it.
I see. Nice. Yeah. The IKEA shelf with all the lighting in the back.
Yeah.
You put the lighting yourself? Like it's like stripped lighting in the back?
It's just strip lighting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah. I didn't do an amazing job, but it's good enough. It's good enough.
Do what you, and I think it's cool. I know Donnie's does a lot of lighting too with the shelves as well.
In fact, you'll actually see in the zoo setup, since the room will be smaller, all the stuff will actually be closer up, so you'll actually be able to make out what's on my shelf now. which will be nice. Yeah,
that'd be nice.
Like that Magic the Gathering box over there, or that copy of Shining Force 2 in the box, like things like that.
I see it way in the back there. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, this is not shelf talk. This is the RPG Cave, where I swear we talk about role-playing games sometime on the show.
Sometimes.
So,
yeah.
Of course, I should actually click on the housekeeping doc before I actually start doing housekeeping.
Start the housekeeping.
First off, of course, thank you so much to our 2 brand new Patreon supporters. Or I should say, one is a returning one, upgrading. Of course, Brian Reese. Thank you so much for upgrading
Thank you.
to the platinum tier. Shout out to you, Brian Reese. And then just before we went live, Garrett, Rizzle29 hopping on in there at the old platinum tier as well. So shout out to both Brian Reese and Rizzle29 for becoming our 2 newest platinum members on patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Of course, if you weren't aware of the tiers, by the way, on patreon.com/carpoolgaming, the platinum tier gets you a cool mug that's cool. Exclusive. So
cool.
It's cool to be there. Plus, we of course shout you out at every show, and you get all the Patreon perks, like the Patreon content, which we're about to talk about. Of course, the Patreon podcast for patrons podcast. Fees episode has been out all week, so you can definitely go check it out if you haven't had a chance to do so yet. The Lockless episode will be out tomorrow, so make sure to go check out Lockless episode. And then, according to the old document, the bearded one himself, Seth Sturgill, up next on the Pants Podcast. So if you got questions for Seth, you can leave them on Patreon on Monday, or the question post he'll put in the Discord later this week. So there you go. We also got a bonus, quote unquote, this is what the notes say, it's in quotes, detour episode of the mini indie van releasing that is all about Valentine's Day. In fact, it's out now on free feeds in YouTube and Patreon. So you can go check that out. By the way, Garrett, you and I totally missed out on an opportunity. I forgot today was Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I knew it was Valentine's Day today. I know we've done a romance RPGs.
Yeah, we've done our favorite romances.
I don't want to push it even more. I think you're just trying to think about like a subject that pushes out of our natural whatever.
I will say that I think next year will be the time to do that, because I think it'll be time to revisit that topic. I think
it's time to revisit.
But you're right. I think we did that. I think that we did that actually last year. So it was pretty new. Like nothing's probably changed. To go back and listen to that episode if you want to hear what our favorite RPG romances. But there you go. Of course, Fee was on that special Valentine's episode with Fulia talking about indie games and their favorite romantic indie games. So make sure you check that out if you want that Valentine's Day flair that we can't provide here. Of course. Yeah. Also, we've got a new episode on the GUI's feed. Sean and Kevin Ainsworth are talking about Cairn. Of course. Cairn. Or Karn, or however you want to say it. Yep. Of course, Kevin Ainsworth from Save the Game Media. So shout out to him for hopping on the show with Sean. You can go check that out on the GUI's podcast, a Game of Our Year podcast, out now on all the podcast feeds. So go check that out there. As far as the Backtrackers Backtrackers, of course, is our video game book club that takes place every single month in the Discord. It's free to join. The Discord is also free to join. This month, they're going to be talking about Fury Unleashed. That'll be on Saturday, March 7th at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And then the current Book Crafters theme, it's not Valentine's, it's Smut, which they'll be meeting on February 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern time in the Discord as well. That's our free book/arts and crafts/hangout session if you want to come hang out and talk about Smut. There's your opportunity to do so. So go check that out as well. Other than that, Garrett, I believe it's time for some things.
It is time for some things. Sorry, I was looking up this Fury Unleashed because I was like, it's not Fury, not the game that Sean's obsessed about.
Right.
It's Fury Unleashed. It looks like a co-op game of some kind. It can be a co-op game. You can play solo, local, or online co-op. Okay. Apparently, I have it in my library, and I just had no idea.
I mean, this game is from 2017, so it's definitely an older title.
Well, it's on Steam. It's 2020, but yeah. Okay.
No, but I mean, it came out on like every console a long time ago too. So.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. We can go on to my things, I guess.
Yeah.
Ryan, this was interesting. It's more of a subtle, exciting thing. as I was picking up my in-laws at the airport last week at SFO, at the international terminal, right?
Yep.
I think I saw a familiar face.
Oh.
Landing in, I think, coming from Munich. It was one of the one
Who
of
the heck
the
do you know from
flights. I don't. Well, I think I saw Herman Holst.
Oh, interesting.
I think I saw him. I saw his face for like 15 seconds, and I'm like, I know this guy. Where do I know this guy?
Yeah.
But I didn't have the name like in my head. Like I didn't have Herman Holst. So I didn't want him to be like, hey you. It's and he was like getting out and like trying to search for his transportation, right? There's a Sony office very close by. So I wouldn't be surprised to see someone like a higher level Sony executive coming into the airport prior to the state of play.
Yeah.
I guess. But anyways, I thought that was cool to see. I was like, I know this guy. Like I've seen his like picture around. Where I've seen his picture, and then I was like, it was like later that day. I was like, oh my god, that was Herman Holst. So
that's really cool. Yeah, I mean, especially living in SF, I imagine like if you're at the airport long enough, you probably see people like that all the time. Business people who know business people.
Yeah. But it would have been kind of weird. It's like, I know this high level Sony executive.
Yeah.
Just
well, he's
out
very
of nowhere.
public facing. It's not like he's one of these people. That
He is,
on
but
camera.
he isn't. He's not like he does interviews and he does a lot of like more, I guess like writing, like
Sure.
text based like interviews. But I only see like a public photo of him, probably in the blog or whatever. So
he's in he wasn't in this state of play, but he's in most state of plays.
He was. I guess he is in some state of plays. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, I saw Herman Holst. There you go.
Nice. That's so cool, man.
Yeah. Thing number 2. Happy Chinese New Year's, Ryan.
Happy Chinese New Year's, everyone.
Yeah. It's gonna be the year of the horse.
Yep.
It's all about speed, dexterity. Good stuff.
Everyone born this year is going to be super, super fast, essentially.
Yeah, for sure. Are you going to celebrate at all? Are you going to go to a Chinese restaurant? No. Okay.
No. I mean, I can't really right now.
Are you going to celebrate American President's Day?
Well, no, because it's Family Day on Monday.
Oh, it's Family Day. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to be fair, I'm working. It's just a normal day.
You're working on Family Day. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. The news doesn't stop, Garrett, for Family Day.
I'd rather have a Family Day than a President's Day. Let me tell you.
You don't say.
Every year I feel like that. So, anyways, happy Chinese New Year's. It's actually pretty big. Our my in-laws are in. We're gonna. I already have Monday off from work, so we're just gonna celebrate a lot.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Eat really good food. We'll have decorations all around our place, and we're just gonna watch there's always like a televised official Chinese New Year show.
Okay.
And I'm sure they're just gonna watch it like all the way through. There's like many different performances. Like there's comedy shows. There's like Saturday Night Live, but like Chinese New Year or Chinese version. It's pretty interesting. They do a lot of comedy. They do a lot of like art performance. They do Chinese opera. Have you heard Chinese opera?
No,
Ryan?
I've never heard Chinese opera.
I mean, I would just go out and just Google search YouTube video, whatever, for like 5 minutes, and you're like, this is the weirdest stuff I've ever seen I've ever heard in my life.
Interesting.
But it's pretty interesting. Yeah, Chinese opera. It's gonna be fun.
Nice. That sounds like fun. Sounds like you're gonna have a good like long weekend.
Yeah, good long weekend. And thing number 3, Ryan.
Yep.
Trace. I just want to shout out my dog, because Souffle, she's crazy. She's grabbing attention all the time, but she's very cute all the time too. Just going to everyone, wanting pets, and then wanting to play all the time. Such a wonderful dog. I just appreciation post for Souffle this time around. Yeah, shout out to Souffle.
She's so adorable.
Good dog.
Yeah.
A very good dog. Yes.
Very good dog. Yeah.
Yes.
Shout outs to Souffle.
shout out to all the dogs out there.
Yeah. Shout out to all the dogs.
Because I think I grew up with, a couple like a dog, and that was very special.
Yep.
And then during college, I didn't have a pet, and so it kind of like my interest with dogs died down. But then once I got souffle, I like appreciate other dogs too. It's like I go out in the open, and if a dog sees me, smiles, wants to say hi, I'm like, oh my gosh, you are the cutest thing ever.
Yeah.
And then of course I go in for the pets. Yeah.
Of course.
So shout out to all the dogs out there.
Yeah. I didn't really grow up with pets. Like we had a dog for like a year. It was like a husky.
Yeah, that's not that long.
Other
A
than
husky,
that,
wow.
Yeah. Well, we were living in Texas at the time, of course. That's the one place
A
where you
husky
want
in
to have
Texas. Interesting.
I
Yes.
know. It's weird.
My very good friend in Texas has a husky as well. So
Yeah.
they exist.
And then after that, we the next time I had dogs was when I lived with my roommate, where she had 2 dogs, and I mostly was the one that ended up taking care of them. But
Oh, that sucks. Yeah.
oh, it is what it is.
Well, it's like it's not your dogs, but you end up taking care of it. It's like,
Yeah, well,
An extra
it just worked out that way. Where like I was home more often, so it just made sense to do that. But but those they were good dogs, But
good dogs.
So I like dogs, but I'm not home enough now to really be able to take care of them properly. So I try and keep stay away from pets, but I like pets. They're nice.
When I go into the city during my commute, you got to be careful out there in the city streets, in the city dogs.
Yeah.
Some people have just like big pit bulls, and you're just like, and they're like unleashed too. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Do not interact at all with that group of people.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Sean brings up a good point. Mitch has huskies in Phoenix.
Yeah, I think they're just not like they're fine in the heat, I guess. I don't know.
I think it depends on if it's like a dry heat or if it's humid, that might change things. But Yarden also brings up Souffle needs a cave name or like a thing. Level 299 Cuddly Hellhound.
Cuddly Hellhound is a good one. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll try to make that's a good name. We can mix around here. I wonder what kind of skills Souffle has. I think more of like a charm kind of action going on. Buff, debuff.
I feel like she's
support.
more like your character's pet or familiar or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That's where you
There
kind
you
of put her on the character sheet, I think.
Yeah, there you go. Sidekick.
Yeah.
Companion. Yeah.
Exactly. Or like one of those classes like in World of Warcraft, like Hunter.
Oh, like Beast Tamer or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Garrett, without further ado, I know I wrote these down as side quests, but I'm going to just wrap all this into one giant long.
It is a big bow.
Yes, exactly. We're gonna do something here that's a little different than our usual rigmarole. We're gonna now read from the sacred texts because we're gonna talk about what we're playing. Essentially, we're gonna do a what we're playing kind of episode today. One, because we actually played a lot of cool things that we're gonna talk about.
Yes, we did.
And I wanted to switch things up a little bit. So, first off, Garrett,
Yes.
I don't know if you saw this on the YouTube channel, the Carpool Gaming YouTube channel.
Maybe not.
We've been cracking out some shorts on the YouTube channel.
Yeah. I've been seeing some shorts on Blue Sky. Sean's been really cranking them out, and I really appreciate it.
So there's a little short load up this week, Garrett, from our show, talking about from our bucket list episode that we did a few weeks ago, talking about Fallout New Vegas, and people really resonated with this short to the point with that dude. I don't know if you've seen it, but there are so many comments on this post.
Oh, I didn't realize there were so many comments.
Yeah, a lot of people were like, "What are you doing? Why aren't you playing Fallout New Vegas?"
Oh,
what even
those
is this?
people.
Okay, there's a lot of them. A lot of them. There are other people actually who shouted out some other games, like this Half Class Gaming shouted out Legend of Dragoon as their bucket list game. RPG.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's probably in my bucket list too.
Yeah. Another person actually told me not to play Fallout New Vegas, but just to play Fallout 4 instead.
Oh, okay. That's a weird one. Don't do that.
Yep. And another person Smiley3495 says, I'm currently at 340 hours in Fallout New Vegas. Right now I'm doing a mod
What
list
else
version.
can you do?
Apparently they haven't finished all the achievements because it says right now I'm doing mod list for the remaining achievements.
Oh, okay. Maybe he was doing some mod stuff.
I think so. Like playing a lot of
Okay,
mods
that
with
makes
New
more
Vegas.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't actually gone through the DLC of Fallout New Vegas. I may just need to replay it right now. Drop everything that I'm doing again and then half play this game with you until I give up.
Excellent. That sounds like a wonderful strategy. Good God.
Oh man.
So
I wish I can do that.
I made a little. So then, Garrett,
Yes.
because of this, I then made a little post in the Discord with an image saying, with the install a Fallout New Vegas on my Xbox, with eye emojis on it. To which you responded, Garrett.
Yes.
To keep your eye on the prize. Don't get
Keep your eye on the
distracted.
prize. Yeah, exactly.
Play this game. What are you doing?
There you go.
Because also the same day they released, Garrett, a new character class for Diablo 2, the Warlock, which I got super excited about. I can't believe it that they went back to Diablo 2 and added a new character class.
What are they doing over there? Is this Blizzard? Like they're just like, yeah, we're just gonna add this class in Diablo 2.
Yeah. So the idea is, Garrett, they announced the Warlock as a playable class for Diablo 4's next expansion. Because we knew 2 new character classes were coming for it. The Paladin, which is already out, and then the Warlock, which they just announced. But the Warlock, out of all the classes in Diablo 4, is the only one that hadn't been in any previous Diablo game. So I think the idea was, okay, well, we're going to kind of like tie all this together by putting the Warlock in Diablo 2, which is kind of like the Diablo 2 Resurrected, like the new kind of like remaster of Diablo 2.
Yeah.
And then from there, it'll then set up, then you now play the same character class in Diablo 4 with the new version.
Interesting. I do have Diablo 2 on Switch. And it's fun. It's fun on Switch.
Yeah. The downside is, though, Garrett, is that that DLC is like $30 Canadian. For just to unlock the Warlock class.
It's not a free thing.
No.
It's like, oh my goodness. So
it's $20 US or $30 Canadian just for the character class.
For the character class in Diablo 2.
In the character class of Diablo 2, yeah.
Oh, that's just money grabbing right there.
Yeah,
okay.
The Diablo 4 Warlock will be part of the next expansion. So when you buy the expansion, it comes with the Paladin and the Warlock and also all the expansion content, which is literally $10 more.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is
I'm
completely separate thing that costs a bit of money. That's not cool.
Yeah.
This should have been free. I think personally it's such an older game.
Yeah.
And you're putting into more marketing of your next expansion of Diablo 4. I mean, even $10, I would have been okay. That's okay.
What I was just about to say. I think if it was $10, I wouldn't care as much.
Yeah, $10 is like, okay, yeah, I'll pay a little bit of money, add this extra character in Diablo 2, let me mess around. But man, if it's like $30.
Well, again, Canadian dollars. Remember.
Well, okay, so
US
maybe
dollars.
like 20. Yeah, okay, 20 USD.
Yeah,
Still,
but after
that's
tax
like,
for me, that's like still like $35. That's
a
a
lot.
lot for a character class. So that is why. So I was like, okay, well, I'm obviously not going to do that right away. I'm gonna wait. Maybe it'll be
Wait
because that
it
DLC
out.
will go on sale at some point. So
of course.
So I'll just wait for that. So then I put another image in the Discord
Yes.
from backlog.com.
Yes.
Fallout New Vegas box art playing.
Okay. I was a little confused because I see completed above, but it was grayed out.
Yeah, which means that it's not completed. It's just
Okay.
playing.
Okay. You're playing it. All right.
Yes.
You're playing New Vegas.
So then it led to this question from the Discord before we went live. This
Oh,
comes
no.
to us from Sean, who asks, Ryan, are you really playing Fallout New Vegas? I need to know this will directly, he put that in capital letters, by the way, directly impact my decision making. If you're playing it for real, I am in. Let's do this. Again, that's in capital letters as well. I am here to confirm that I am in fact playing Fallout New Vegas.
Yay!
For the first time. In fact, Garrett,
Yes.
I'm currently 7 hours into Fallout New Vegas.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
7 hours is pretty good.
Well, we'll talk about it here. So,
All right.
first of all, Fallout New Vegas, playing it on Xbox Series X.
Good. That's
right
a good version. Yeah.
Yep. And I'm already seeing Gizmodo saying I could play Fallout New Vegas. Sean's just
We
like,
can all
"Let's do
play
this."
Fallout New Vegas. Sean, you want to play Fallout New Vegas? It'll be
Yeah.
a new book club. Due by next month. Let's do it.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish this game this week, actually. But
Yeah, I know.
So first of all, I love the fact that on Series X you've got the FPS boost. So it runs at 60 frames per second on Series X. It
Yep.
also has like auto HDR. Like it looks pretty good.
It looks really good. A very solid version of the game.
Yeah,
it's good.
It plays well on Series X. I haven't run into any problems or collision issues or anything like that.
Yeah, very stable.
So here's where I'm at, Garrett. Of course, first of all, I'm gonna set you up with the start of the game.
Set us up.
So at the beginning of the game, I'm in the wasteland. I wake up in this small town. They save me from getting shot in the head to start the game. And I'm walking around town. I run into this guy, and he's like, "Hey, I'm with this group called the Powder Gangers. We seem like nice fellows. We go live over in the prison. We're just escaped convicts. We're just hanging out." And I'm like, "Hey, you know what? I kind of like you guys. You guys seem like nice fellows." And they're like, "Hey, we kind of want to take over this town and kind of make it our base of operations." I'm like, "Hey, I'll help you out with this. Let's just go, shoot all the townspeople and take over their houses, and this will just be Powder Ganger territory." It seems good, Garrett.
Oh my goodness, Ryan, you're doing the chaotic evil route, and I love it. I love it so much.
That's not chaotic. That is just good business sense.
It's good. It's great business sense. Yes.
Of course, all it does when I do that is shut off all the side quests in the main town. But whatever.
You showed it. Yeah, you're kind of done with that
Pretty
town.
Much. But it did open up side quests at the prison, where then I then went and met Eddie, the leader of the Powder Gangers, and he was I went on this whole quest line with him. But then
let's see. Go ahead. Keep on going. Sorry.
But then, of course, inevitably, we got shut down because the NCR, the New California Republic, they came in and raided the place, and I narrowly escaped capture.
You narrowly escaped. Oh, okay. Nice.
I was just hydrated.
Whoa, what a good adventure you had so far.
Oh, no.
I don't think I've done
the adventure's not finished yet.
It's not.
There's more adventures to come. So then from there, I made my way to the Vegas Strip because I'm chasing Benny now. I'm down in the road. He's got the platinum chip, and I'm trying to get it back.
Yeah.
So I met Benny. I met Mr. House. I've met Caesar. I just met Caesar last night.
You just met Caesar. Nice. Okay.
I just met Caesar.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's where I'm at. I've kind of I'm doing kind of the first set of missions for Caesar because again, Caesar, he's got this arena, he's got this cool Mad Max vibe going. He seems like a nice dude. What could possibly go wrong? Hanging out with him. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. That's where I'm at with Fallout New Vegas, and I'm pretty sure that this game's gonna be finished in a week. So
yeah, you got to the point. You got to the strip, and you got to.
I was gonna say because the Caesar stuff happens after getting to the strip, so
it can. It depends.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah. So you've gone through a route that I don't think most people did with the Powder Gangers. So maybe you got to the strip earlier.
Yeah.
But the way I remember, I found the Legion through the NCR.
Yeah.
Before I got to the strip.
See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
NCR doesn't like me very much. So,
I'm sure in the NCR doesn't like you very much.
I mean, my it doesn't help that my reputation with them is reviled. They don't like me very much at all because I have a tendency of when I see someone on the side of the road, I just shoot them. So because it's kind of like a Wild West game in a way.
It is a Wild West situation. Did you meet any other factions other than NCR, Legion, Powder Gangers? Those are the three so far.
Yeah. I met those those ones on the strip whose names I'm forgetting. They're a bunch of they're in the improv house.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't gone there in a while.
Yeah. There's a ton of factions though. To your point,
there's probably 2 or 3 more out there.
I will say though,
pretty crazy
that as I was making my way through the game, Garrett, unlike Fallout 3 when I played that or Fallout 4, I felt like in those games, when you play the main mission, you'll then naturally run across a lot of the side quests as you go.
Mm-hmm.
But I found playing through this that's not the case. Like as I play through the main story, I'm not finding side quests at all. Like I'm barely finding any side quests in this game. So I'm wondering where a lot of that stuff even is on the map, or
I mean, you really haven't gone like a good portion of the map, right?
So I kind of have this like horseshoe where like
I'm
basically missing like a middle part, like a middle part of the top of the map that I haven't explored. But I've explored most of like the top like 2/3 of the map, and then the bottom half is completely unexplored.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, that's why I'm like, not exactly sure where a lot of that other stuff takes place, because I was just expecting more of that from other Fallout games, like in other Fallout games. Whereas like the main reason I'm so far in the main story is simply because I don't know where a lot of that other stuff is. Like I have to go out and find it a little bit. Like even when I got to the strip, there's not even a lot of side quests there either.
There's not a lot. No, you really have to search around in that map a little bit more than usual, as you mentioned.
Yeah. And to be fair, it's one of those things where like I'm enjoying actually the main quest enough that even if I just do that and then some more side quests after that, I'm probably gonna have my fill with it and be fine with it. So I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's just one of those things that really stood out to me while playing it for the first time. That was different from the other two Fallout games.
Did you see Brotherhood of Steel at all?
A couple.
That's it.
I even recruited a Brotherhood of Steel companion as well.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Very, very tiny presence of Brotherhood of Steel in this game. That's what's typical. I wonder, what other companions did you grab along the way?
She's the only one I've grabbed. I haven't run into anyone else.
Okay.
Or again, if I've run into them, my reputation is very poor. So they probably will not like me very much or sign up, right? So
yeah.
But yeah, so far so good. Like I'm really enjoying it. I will say like this game is very brown, and
it's a very brown game. Yes,
and so everything kind of like blurs together a little bit while I'm playing it, especially because it's an older game. Like it's an Xbox 360 game. So
I'm curious. Did you discover the solar panels?
No.
Oh, okay. You got to search around the map.
I know. Again, I've searched a lot of the map, but not the whole thing. Man.
That was near the beginning, I think. That was like along your route after the powder gangers into that dinosaur statue or whatever.
Oh yeah, because I went there.
It's around there. I remember the solar panel. Yeah.
I'll have to go back to the motel and then go north or something to go look for it.
Yeah.
Because maybe it's just in a direction I didn't go in.
Yeah, maybe it's been so long since I played this game too, so maybe wiki it. But I think you'll miss a big part if you don't figure out where the solar panel station is. Yeah,
I'll go have a look. But so that's Fallout New Vegas. I'm enjoying it. I'm playing through it. It's going to be again. I would imagine the main campaign I wrap it up this week because I don't think it's actually that long, and I think.
Do you know which way you're going to go? Like, you know the direction you're going to figure out at the end here? Or is
so I
it
haven't
more
gotten
still...
to like that turning point because I know there's 3 different directions, I think. Or maybe more.
There's way more.
Yeah. So I haven't figured it out yet.
You completely blocked the NCR one, let me tell you.
That's okay. I'm ready to have Caesar's Legion just demolish them. I don't know. I think because I'm leaning towards Mr. House right now.
Wow. Okay.
I like Mr. House.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
He's very suave, very debonair, you know?
Mm-hmm.
My kind of classy person.
Do you know who, just a little tidbit, the voice actor of Benny?
Yeah, it's Matthew Perry.
It's Matthew. I think that's the only famous one that I know of in New Vegas. So
I remember they made a big deal about it before it came out.
They made a big deal about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, so I'm interested to see how it kind of wraps up this week. But again, I'm having fun with it. It's Fallout. Again, even if I don't do a lot of the side stuff, like I'm still enjoying it.
How's your character building out? Like, what are you going for?
I basically built like a gunslinger. So
a gunslinger. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of weapon choices as far as my skills go. A lot of attributes. But I also have a lot of like science and medical stuff so that I can deal with the hacking, the lock picking.
Okay.
I made sure to put some stuff in there, but I'm not going for a stealthy character. I'm going for it's a Wild West game, Garrett. So I'm going for like the Wild West like style.
I like
I'm
it.
shooting stuff, despite the fact that the shooting mechanics are not great in this game.
No, it's not great at all.
Yeah,
that's why you have VATS.
Especially when I end up in the wrong area, Garrett, and there's
Yeah.
like 9 death claws chasing me, and I'm very sad.
Oh yeah. No, it's fun stuff.
Or like, what's actually annoying as well, like I'm running into now is like the giant wasp enemies that sting you.
Oh
poison
yeah,
you.
those are great. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when there's like 8 of them that run at you, and you're just getting the poison just builds up, and you're just basically dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. There's a lot of wild monsters out there.
yeah.
Use your VATS. I actually had a bloody mess perk once, and it like blew the monster's face off. It was amazing. In slow motion.
I always actually get the bloody mess perk because 1, it actually ups your weapon damage, but 2, it makes everything blow up, and it's great.
It's super fun.
Yeah,
I
but
remember
actually,
doing
my
that.
character is actually really good because of my build with getting critical hits. So I usually blow up the heads off enemies anyways, or their arms off or whatever. So yeah, it all kinds of works out. So
Cool.
yeah,
I'm glad you're having fun. 7 hours in. That's a good chunk of the way through. I'm curious which way you're gonna go.
Yeah.
At the end there.
I'm curious to find out because again, I feel like the mission I'm on right now is kind of like the turning point where you probably like make that decision or it leads towards that decision. Is what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I looked up the achievements, Garrett, and I'm like, I've only got like 2 more achievements for the main story at this point. So
Yeah,
I
you're
feel
okay.
like I'm close to I feel like I'm like at that like, closer to the end point.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, because I think the main campaign, like I looked it up on how long to beat. It's like 10 hours to finish.
Yeah, it's not that long. The more of the side missions, side quests. There's a lot of different factions involved that can contribute to the main story.
Yeah,
if you interact with them.
Well, I mean, not only that,
Yeah.
Garrett, I think most of my choices have kind of knocked out a lot of those too. So
Yeah, that's true.
it is what it is. I'm sorry, I can't change my
You
evil
can
ways.
you can go crazy. Be with the Legion.
Yeah. I mean, I can't change who I am, Garrett. I can't just stop,
Well, I think you are now familiar enough with the factions and everything like that. I think once you're done with the main story, you can start out Fallout Season 2.
Yes. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You met Mr. House and you met the Legion and NCR. I think you got the basics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All the way down. So
Yep. And it's good to get that off the bucket list as well. We talked about it on the bucket list episode of bucket list RPGs. Like, that's a good one to get off the list, I think.
question is, are you going to do the DLC?
I don't own the DLC, and I don't know if I'm going to spend money on it. So
Oh, okay, makes sense. I have the Game of the Year edition on Steam,
Yeah.
so I'm thinking of doing a fresh playthrough of New Vegas would be pretty nice, actually,
interesting.
and get some DLC out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with Resident Evil coming out very soon, I have Tales I have to play through because that was the Royal Rumble game, and there's actually a bunch of stuff that just came out and a bunch of stuff coming out at the beginning of March. So it's just like that's part of the reason why I'm like hesitant about doing that because again, like I really only got a week and a half before I'm going to be swamped with other
When you're
stuff.
done.
Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
that's kind of the idea. It's like I don't want to get like too bogged down with other games at the moment, or at least
I
get
understand.
bogged down with this one. We'll see.
Yeah.
Plus, Jaws on NES just came to other platforms, and
Oh yeah, because we all need to play Jaws.
I kind of want to play that
NES.
God of War like 2D game. Like, there's a lot of stuff.
I saw that trailer a couple times. I'm not a big fan of it, but I'm sure other people will be.
Yeah.
It looked like a game. I'm like, I think I'm okay, not touching it. So, but
Nice.
anyways.
Well, Garrett, speaking of games we've been playing. Oh,
Yes.
Hold on. Before we go on, I'm going to
Let's
answer.
go,
We should answer Sean's question. Is the PZ version of Fallout New Vegas good?
It's good. Yeah, it's great. It's and then you can like I'm sure there's a little bit bugginess, but you can get out of it, like because you can basically mod in whatever you want.
Yeah.
In the New Vegas.
I would imagine it's
Yeah.
probably better than the
It's
360
pretty-
version.
It is pretty good. Yeah. It's well optimized.
Yeah.
You can play on a potato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably better than Xbox 360 version. And the load times are basically instant on Series X. So, I mean, that's a good option
It's
too.
really
Like
nice.
you got two good options, I think. But
Yeah, two great options. Not the PS3 version.
no, I was going to play that through cloud streaming, Garrett.
Oh, don't do that.
I almost did.
That would have killed me.
I almost did.
Oh, man.
But all right, Garrett,
All right.
now that I've talked about Fallout New Vegas, I have another game that I played, of course, that we'll talk about in a second. But
Yes.
tell me about Mewgenics.
Yes, I did grab this game. I think I just wanted more, tactical role playing in support of an indie dev. I think that was, super cool. There was a launch discount as well on Steam. So I went ahead and picked it up. I've only played about a couple hours or so. So not terribly long, but I get the gist of the game. It is, as you've seen throughout the trailers and gameplay, it is a roguelike tactical RPG game with cats.
Amazing.
And so you are basically recruiting these cats, stray cats that you find off the street. And then you literally grab your hand and then you plop them down into your little home. And then you recruit them to go through runs. As of now, I do about... So there's only a party of like 4 cats. I don't know if it gets more or less. You could choose to do less, I think, if you want to. But you just kind of pick out 4 cats there from your base. And then you assign classes to each of the cats. So they could be like a warrior, they could be a tank class, or they could be a mage or cleric, or I'm sure there's going to be new classes later. So that adds the basic attack to those cats. But those stray cats also have other abilities. They can have like active skills where it's like, oh, it can do like a fireball, or it can like dig up a barricade or something along the lines of that. That costs mana in your battles, but those are your active skills. And then you also have passive skills, where it's like, oh, plus 10% dodge, or something along the lines of that. So there's a mixture of many different combinations. And no one cat's the same, Ryan.
Of course.
Just letting you know.
Just like real life. Just like
real life. Yeah. So that's your party loadout in general. And then you go through a series of stages, very much like Slay the Spire or something along the lines of that, where you kind of choose which stage you go to next. There's not a lot of split right now in the beginning. It's just kind of a one-liner, but I saw some alternative routes locked away for now. But yeah, you just go to the next stage, and it can be a battle against either mice or rats or whatever. The art style is, if you know Binding of Isaac, you know the art style of this game. It's pretty grotesque.
I was going to say, it's a very polarizing art style, because I've heard from a lot of people that, probably would be interested in this game, but they're not interested in it. Like, they're not into that art style at all. And I'm one of those people too. Like, I look at this game, it's just like Binding of Isaac, I'm just like, I don't vibe with this.
No, I get it. I probably would hide away this game in front of the public, kind of like that type of art style. But anyways, yeah. So you go through this battle against other rats. It's grid based. So it's like kind of like an isometric view, grid based. Yes, there's a lot of poop and farts going on in this game. Farts can be like an area attack. But it can also just like hit your friendlies as well, so you got to be careful.
Just like South Park.
Just like South Park, exactly. So you have like a little timeline in the top right where like each of it, either your enemy or your cat has like a movement and then an attack, and then if you have a certain amount of like skill points or whatever, you can use those as much as you want until the end of your turn. At the end of your turn, you kind of refill a part of those skill points to get through. Of course, you're supposed to beat the enemy all the way down. There's a lot of buffs and debuffs. There's poison. There's bleeding. There's a lot of magic, elemental magic involved. And then there's a series of mini bosses throughout the stage as well. I haven't hit something that was particularly difficult so far. But those are more randomized as well. There was one boss that was like a bomb rat in a way. Like he shoots bombs in certain stages of the map, and you're supposed to hit it before it explodes.
Interesting.
And then if it explodes, it actually covers like both horizontal and vertical lines of the grid, and so it can hit like so many different of your friendlies, of your cats. And if you walk through that after it blows up, you have fire damage on you. So there's just a lot of deep tactical gameplay going on. And I don't think one run is the same so far. I've only done like a few runs so far. For now, it kind of just goes from beginning to end on one stage, and then you go back to your base. And this is where you get the Rogue Legacy mechanic going on.
Yeah.
Your cats are then retired after one run.
Interesting.
And those cats, you can do a few things. You can keep them in your base, and then you actually go through day cycles of your base. You have a certain food meter as well at your base. If it's too low, your cats get hungry, and that's not good. But after you go throughout a day, like the next night, the cats have a chance to breed, and then they'll have a new kitten. Mm-hmm. And that kitten will have a chance of inheriting the skill points or the skills, like the skills from the other parent cats and the passive abilities. And so that's where the magic happens, where it's like, oh, I can try to mix these two and really create a very optimal like cat for gameplay. Yep. For your next run. The animation of this was very revealing. So I was like, whoa, you're actually doing this.
I don't want. I'm already imagining stuff, and it's not good.
It's not good, but it was cartoon, so it's like, oh my gosh, it was so weird. So there's that, and then the kittens will grow up to be cats, and then you can recruit them and go on to the next run. Yep. There is other like companions that you can send away cats. I didn't realize this. Gay cats can mate too. They don't have babies, but they make a stray show up with some of their traits. I did not realize that. That's pretty interesting.
I'm glad that they have like a feature like that in there.
There was a stray cat that did not identify as a male or female, so that was, it had a question mark. So I thought that was interesting as well. There are other like people that try to help you throughout these runs. They have their interesting personality as well. I haven't unlocked all the different like side, I guess, people, but basically you send either kittens or cats or whatever, and then they kind of upgrade other things for you. Like they can upgrade the space in your inventory, or they can increase the number of cats that you can have at your base, or something along the lines of that. Just kind of more permanent upgrades as you go on. I forgot to mention there are items that you find throughout these runs. There can be equips, and these equips can enhance your cats, and then you always keep those. You can put them in storage if you want. You can, but I haven't dealt with that too much. There was just a kind of few. I do have a nuke bomb though, so I'm waiting to use that in the field. But I think as you see in like other gameplay, it can get crazy in these runs where like you can have a super powerful like one cat in your party that could destroy all the other monsters, but also your friendlies. There's a lot of friendly fire in this game, by the way. Like there's no way of ignoring it. But yeah, and then I don't know, it's pretty addictive going through the runs. It's overall a very fun game so far.
Nice. I mean, it sounds like you're really enjoying it, especially with the tactical content and stuff. Like, it sounds like fun.
It's bite-sized too, so you can like get into a stage and then you can get done like in 5 minutes or so. It's not terribly long each stage. And then, just like Slay the Spire or any other roguelike game, you go to the next thing. It can be like a situation with like, a cat found a bunch of rats that are sleeping. Do you want to charm them? Do you want to, slaughter them all with your kitten fangs or whatever? And then that can give you kind of like either a buff or a debuff as you go throughout the runs. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Overall, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good so far. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll also probably be talking about this more like as you play through it as well, like over the next weeks and stuff. So
yeah, I played it for a couple of commutes last week. I want to go back to Shining Force 2, of course.
Yep.
I'm not done with that. Actually, I just wanted to let you know with Shining Force 2, I just got done with Mr. Creed.
Okay.
I'm at North Parmesia or whatever.
Nice.
I'm getting there.
Oh, I need to ask you, what did you think about the chess battle?
I'm glad I figured it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, oh crap, I need to do this. So
yeah, that's one of those battles where like you
Yeah.
can't go straight for you can't kill all the enemies. You gotta like do it a specific way.
Yeah, very specific way on the chess battle. Pretty cool though. I was like, that's a nice, because I would have been done if I tried to beat all the enemies.
It was also again, it's like such a novel idea too, because like a strategy role playing game in a lot of ways, especially like a tile based one like that, kind of feels like chess in a way. So I like the fact that they leaned into it. They're like, no, we're literally doing a chess battle where like your characters are tiny and they're up against chess pieces.
Yeah. So, anyways, trying to it's a little bit of backtracking, but then I just got into a battle that's like I was in the same area before, but it's updated enemies.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because now you're going to like the north part of the continent.
Yes, north part of the continent.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Yeah, it's going well over there.
I was gonna say you're probably you're definitely past the halfway point now, and you're closer to like the 2/3 point.
And I chose one of the, I guess, 4 characters after the chess battle as well.
Yep. Yeah, you get to choose one of the 4. You can
now I have more characters than the loadout into the battle, so I have to, situate that.
You got to make some choices. Oh, who did you pick?
The priest.
Yeah, that's always the best option.
It's because you only have one priest throughout the game, and it's a snail's pace leveling up that character.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to make sure, because like you mostly have to level her through combat, and
you do,
and she doesn't attack very well.
No, she doesn't. So,
but
other than the blast,
it's super easy to level the other priest, Garret.
Is this super easy to level up the priest? Is that what you're saying?
The second priest, yeah.
The second priest.
Because if you use the boost ability, which boosts like the speed and movement of your characters.
That's nice.
Every character it hits, she gets 10 experience points.
Oh.
And as you level it, it becomes this like, eventually gets to the point where it's this giant like AoE where you can hit like 9 of your party members and basically get max XP every time you use it.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Okay,
yeah,
I may have to introduce her into my battles then.
Yeah, like she like is easily one of the quickest characters, and honestly, she's like one of the best characters in the game. So
nice. I'm glad I chose wisely.
Yeah. The other characters are okay, but
okay, cool. Yeah, okay. I'm getting there with the game.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where you can't start Mass Effect 2 until you finish it. So.
Yeah, I know. So I will go through Shining Force 2, and then I'll probably my commute games will be mostly Mewgenics.
Yeah.
On the Steam Deck of Mewgenics, I don't care for it. Hopefully they update it, but basically what I have to do is move the cursor with the left analog stick.
Yeah.
And then press, A for a click, So it's not that intuitive. It's like, oh, okay. It's like I'm kind of just moving a mouse all around. Yeah. I could use the trackpads, but I'm not. I'm not.
It's kind of weird because isn't that game on consoles? Like, wouldn't it have controllers?
I don't. Yeah. Well, this is the Steam version, so maybe they just haven't included it. I'm not quite sure how is it on PlayStation or Xbox or whatever.
Well, actually, I'm wrong. I looked it up, and it's only on PC.
There you go. That's why.
For some reason, I thought it was on consoles, but I guess
I thought so too. But yeah, the controls is basically for Steam Deck is the left analog stick is move around the cursor, and then A is the A button, and that's And then B is like going back. That's pretty much it.
Interesting.
Anyways,
Cool.
yeah, good game. Great
Good
game
game.
so far.
Great
yeah.
game. Well, next up. Sorry. Go ahead.
And then Shining Force 2, still going through that, and then KCD 2. I put it's on park right now just because I'm not at my computer a lot at the time.
Yeah.
Maybe later on, maybe in a couple weeks or so, I'll get back to it. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice, man. Nice. Sounds like you got some good games on the go. But,
Great games.
last game I want to talk about, and I want to save this one for last because I actually finished this game and played it a lot since the last time I talked about it.
Nice.
Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. I have beaten the game, Garrett.
You beat the game, yay!
I beat the game this week. I talked about it a little bit last week, but this week it's finally over. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, and Garrett, let me tell you what. There's a reason I kept playing this game the whole time because I really enjoyed this game.
Yeah, was it a great game?
It was really good. Like
That's good.
I was not expecting to love it as much as I did. I was expecting to really like it, but I wasn't expecting to really, really enjoy it like this. Now, first off, before I get into this whole rigmarole about this game, I want to give a special shout out to the carpool gaming community because the whole reason I actually played Dragon Quest VII Reimagined now, as opposed to waiting for sale, because I think I mentioned on an earlier show, I was going to wait for sale on this one. But it was actually due to an amazing donation from the community.
Oh,
From an
that's
anonymous
nice.
member of the community.
Yeah.
They actually gifted me a copy of this game. Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice of them. All
So I
right,
could play
cool.
it. So-
Super cool.
So I just wanted to give them a shout out for doing
Yes.
that. I really, really appreciate it. And honestly,
And you played it through.
and I played through it as intended. So, So first of all, I will mention this in the Discord. Like I mentioned this in the Discord, but I'll mention this here. So my in-game timer when I finished the game said 46 hours and 49 minutes, Garrett.
That is quite a bit.
Now, I will tell you that I basically played this game for a week and a half. There's no way in hell I played this game for 46 hours.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Is this the PlayStation tracker?
It is. So then,
okay.
When I compare it to what my console says, I've played this game for, it says 33 hours.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah. Which, if you go to How Long to Beat has this game in the ballpark of 30 to 35 hours. So
Okay.
I think that's kind of what you'd expect from this game. So just note if you're playing on PlayStation, if your game is in suspend mode, the timer keeps going.
The time keeps going.
Because I confirmed this afterwards. They haven't fixed it yet. So just be aware that that's the case, which is actually very surprising to me, Garrett, that the game was this short, especially when we heard so much going into this about how long this game was. Because
previously, it was notorious, especially the PlayStation 1 version being like 100 hours or more than that. And then the 3DS version cut that down, but still super long, like 70 or 80 hours.
I was going to say, so How Long to Beat, the PlayStation 1 version, 78 hours for main quest.
Oh my goodness.
Which is ridiculous. And then the 3DS version, 60 hours for the main story.
Okay, it cuts a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah. Whereas, again, for Reimagined, 36 hours is where it's kind of settled on for How Long to Beat currently. But that's
good.
kind of been fluctuating as people have been finishing the game. So
Yeah.
just wanted to put that out there as far as like just how much different probably this is versus the previous games as far as the story and stuff. And also, there's a ton of stuff to do after the game is over. So like there's this whole other like side quests you could go on after the game's over. There's optional dungeons and quests and things you could do. Like there's probably like 30 to 40 hours of extra stuff if you want to keep playing it after the credits roll.
Nice. Which
is a lot. Like I mean, I honestly felt like by the end I kind of had my fill. But like if you're really into this game, like there's a ton of value in this package as well. But this is a weird thing for me, Garrett, because like, I went a long time not really being into Dragon Quest, like not really playing any of these games and whatnot. And then Dragon Quest 3 came around, played that, really enjoyed it. Then 1 and 2 came out, really enjoyed that. Now I like Dragon Quest 7 a lot. So now I'm like, man, do I like Dragon Quest now? Like
maybe you have to go back to Dragon Quest 11 to really figure it out. Play all 120 hours of that game.
I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of commitment yet, but that like maybe it has me looking at like other Dragon Quest stuff that I've missed out on. Like maybe Maybe that, or maybe just looking for,
Builders is a good one. I like Builders a lot. But that's definitely not like a traditional turn-based Dragon Quest game.
right.
There's
Maybe
the
just waiting
Dragon.
to see what happens with like new remakes and stuff. Like if they do a remake of 8 or 9, like
I'm sure they'll go after those. Not anytime soon.
No,
Probably way later. There is the Dragon Quest Warriors, which is the Muso style games.
Yep.
Those are interesting. And then there's a lot of spin-offs. There was a recent Dragon Quest. What was it?
Is it Dragon Quest Monsters?
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, because there was that one. I think it wasn't last year, but it came out the end of 2023, I believe.
Yeah, Dark Prince or whatever. Yeah, Dragon Quest. Yeah. But I haven't heard too much buzz around. I just hear that this particular version, 7 Reimagined, was a great one. So
like one of the things I loved about it, first of all, was the idea that most of the game you're going through and you're collecting these tablets that allow you to go to these like past. Like you're going to the past, and there's like this whole time travel element where you're helping them out with a dilemma, and then like once the dilemma is solved, you then go to the future, and then you go visit the island again, and you kind of learn like basically what happened afterwards, which I thought was like really interesting. Like there's like, Dragon Quest has always been known for kind of like lighter stories, but man, the story in this game actually gets like kind of dark with some of these islands. Actually, like there was this one where. There's this one island where everyone is turned to stone, and you go there and you find a way to return the humans back to normal. Yeah. But the problem when you go to do that is like the humans had been stoned for so long that their like statues are like chipped and broken, and like they can't get turned back to normal. And there's this like really sad moment where there's this old man, and he's the only one that survived the not getting turned to stone from the village. And he's been trying to, get restore everyone back to normal so that he's not lonely anymore.
That's sad.
And then you get that you restore everyone back to normal, but you try to restore everyone back to normal, but you can't. And he's just super sad. Like it's like
what a dark
there's
story.
a lot of stuff like that in the game too that I thought was super interesting.
Yeah. I hear Dragon Quest XI has a lot of dark undertones as well.
Yeah.
So
like even though it looks stuff like that,
light, cheerful, and nice, it actually gets pretty dark.
Yeah. And so the story like goes places, and it was really interesting throughout. Like I will say though that there, like even with the cuts, the middle section of this game drags a bit, especially once you kind of like, because there's a bunch of these islands that you go to from to the past and then the future, and like they all have a very similar formula where you get all the tablets to go to the past, you then meet up with the first village that you run into on the island. And then when you meet up with the village, then you have some kind of thing you need to help them with. Usually it's going to a dungeon, and then you complete the dungeon, fight a boss, and then you go back to the future and go visit that island again. And it's just that kind of loop through the whole time, which again, I think is fine. But I think like by the middle portion of the game, I felt like it dragged a little bit. Whereas just like, I kind of want the game to like pick up the pace a little bit at that point. That's also part of the reason why like there's all this other stuff to do after the game's over, but like I kind of feel like I've had my fill with the game at that point. I feel like the story ends at a really good point where I don't really need more story at this point. Like all the characters are where I want them to be. We got everything we wanted to see kind of at the end, and I had all my questions answered, so I didn't really need to see or play much more of it. But there's a lot of good things about this game as well. The combat is super fun and addicting. I loved kind of the turn-based combat in this game. It felt very old school in a good way. But then there's also some great accessibility options. Having the battles go at ultra speed was super nice. Also, when you're grinding, you can set up tactics where the characters will actually auto battle for you. So you can actually just go in and do auto battles. But even then, also on the open world map, you can attack enemies in the open world. And if the enemies are a certain level below you, you'll just instantly kill them and get the XP for it. So it's very similar to like Metaphor in that way, where like you can do some of the grinding that way, and then when you want to get a lot more XP, you just hop into a battle. Even if the enemies are a lot lower, you'll still get more XP than just killing them on the open map. So it rewards you for actually doing the battles, which I think is a good thing. There's also other options in the menu where you can actually speed up the leveling process, or speed up the gold, or speed up like leveling jobs if you want that extra boost, or if you just want to avoid grinding, right? Like that's I like the fact that they added those features there so that, because I actually, for full transparency, I set the XP gain to higher than normal. Mainly because, again, it just cut out like 3 or 4 hours of just grinding. Because honestly, I would have just sat there and just grinded enemies over and over again. And I did, I'm old. I don't have time to just sit there and grind all the time. Like that's just not as fun for me. Because otherwise, I'd basically just be putting on a podcast or something and just sitting there. All right, I'm just going to run around this area for an hour and a half and kill all the enemies there. And that's just not fun for me anymore.
Yeah, I get it.
Right. And even then, I still had to do that a little bit. Like playing the game on normal, it's still, it starts off pretty easy, but towards the end of the game, actually, I felt like there was definitely a difficulty spike that started to ramp up a bit. So I definitely needed to grind towards the end of the game anyways. So it made me even more glad that I had turned that feature on earlier in the game to then, be, at that point where I didn't nearly have to grind it nearly as much.
Yeah.
So, and not only that, if you want a real challenge and you like grinding, you can actually make it so you get less XP and less gold.
Oh, that's great.
So you can actually grind more if that's what you want. Or you can boost the enemies like attack by a whole lot. Like you can really like there's a lot of great options to tailor the game how you want to play it, which I really appreciate with like a remake like this. So yeah, like I really, really enjoyed my time with Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. I think it's a great game. If you're on the fence, like if you haven't played a Dragon Quest game before, like I actually think this is probably a better entry point than Dragon Quest 3 is, or the HD2D ones.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of quality of life stuff, and Dragon Quest VII. It seems like overall pretty good story, right?
Yeah, I think it's actually one of the better. Like I think it's probably the best of the stories I played from the Dragon Quest games.
How was like the characters, like just going through and progressing them? Was it just like kind of like, oh, you're leveling up and you're getting new skills, or is it different classes that you can choose?
So for the first like 10 hours of the game, each of your characters is given like a default character class. And you'll usually level that up before you unlock what I'm about to talk about.
Okay.
You'll fully max it out. And at that point, your characters won't learn any new skills. You'll just get like attribute point bonuses. But then you learn, when you get to a certain point in the story, the main story, you'll unlock this ability called vocations, which is basically just the Final Fantasy job system in a way. So you start out where each character can have one vocation. But then again, when you get to a certain point in the main story, you'll then unlock a second vocation with an ability called moonlighting, essentially, where you can have two vocations at once. And you can level them together. But there are advantages to keeping a max out vocation while you level another one, because it adds bonus XP to the leveling of the other ones. And then as you kind of like level up vocations, you'll then unlock like intermediate and then advanced vocations, which do very stupid and broken things towards the end of the game.
Okay. Cool. So it seems like there's a lot of mix match involving more like later on in the game.
Exactly. And again, it felt very much like Final Fantasy V or a lot of the other Final Fantasy job-based games. So if y'all are into those, like, again, you'll be right at home here. But otherwise, for the most part, you're just getting, equipment for your characters, and that's kind of what you're mainly using to kind of level your characters a bit. Although equipment, I found, like, gold production, you don't get a ton of gold in this game, and some of the equipment is very expensive. So you kind of have to manage your money pretty well, especially in the kind of like the early game. But like that's kind of how you progress your characters. And I thought all that stuff was pretty good. It just reminded me of playing like an old Final Fantasy game.
Nice. And it looks super cute. And guys, there's a demo out there. So if you're curious, play the demo.
It's like 3 hours too. And it carries,
it's pretty long.
Carries over. And the best part is too, if you have, if you play the demo and then you put the game down and you want to resume the save, like it then gives you a full like recap of everything you did in the demo if you want it. If you forgot everything.
Yeah, no, that's super nice. So there you go. Very cute art style. It ran pretty great on my Steam Deck and, of course, PC.
Yep. PlayStation 5, it ran great, like 60 frames per second, like no issues, like loads super quick. Like, yeah, it looks really good. Yeah, I also love too, like when someone's like almost like handcrafter figures kind of like style.
I like the style. I was a little bit hesitant when they showed it off in the beginning. It's like, I don't know about this, but playing the demo, I was like, oh, this feels right at home. It really does remind me of Dragon Quest Builders, the art style itself and the view. So
yeah,
I like it.
And it's got that Toriyama art as well. So it definitely clicks there. And even the enemy design actually really clicked with me a lot more too, since I played the other Dragon Quest 1 through 3. Like you see a lot of the same enemies in this, but they got like 3D designs and stuff, which are super interesting. So yeah, Dragon Quest VII. Honestly, I highly recommend it. I ended up actually on backlog giving it 4 stars.
Nice.
Didn't go with the full 5 stars or 4.5, just because again, I feel like the pacing is still just a bit off, kind of in that middle, like it really kind of that middle section of the game kind of still drags it down a little bit. But overall, I'm glad I played it. Like I'm happy I gave it a chance, and I'm definitely now every time a new Dragon Quest game comes out, Garrett, I'm going to be paying attention. I think.
Cool.
In a way I never was before. So
yeah. Dragon Quest 12. It'll come sometime.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what they do with that, because they talked about that's going to be like a big departure from the series. So
yeah, I
wonder how different that game's going to be. But
yeah, I mean, man, that game got announced like 2020 or
it got announced at the same time as Dragon Quest 3 got announced.
My goodness. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
over the next year or so.
It'll come out eventually, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Definitely not this year though, because again, we got Dragon Quest 7. That's probably all the Dragon Quest we need for the year. But
yeah, pretty much. Isn't it like a big anniversary this year for Dragon Quest 2?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So
yeah, we'll see if they have any other extra things.
But, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, I still think they're going to probably do HT2Ds of 4 at least. It may be 5 and 6.
Yeah. So
at some point.
I'm trying to remember. So Dragon Quest 4, 5, and 6, they were remade in DS versions.
Right. Yep.
And then 7 and 8 were in 3DS.
Yep.
And then Dragon Quest 9 is a DS game.
Yep.
And that one wasn't. I heard rumblings that they could remake that one, which I honestly could believe, because they had to literally downgrade the graphics and everything in the camera view from Dragon Quest 8 to 9. It was a very weird time for the Dragon Quest folks. And I know the hardcore fans are yearning for the single player only Dragon Quest 10.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say when we were talking about other Dragon Quest games. Like, I wish they was in North America, because I kind of want to play that, like try it.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Like, but because I heard it's a lot like Final Fantasy 14, which again gets me excited.
Yeah,
but also 4, 5, and 6 were like, the 4 was on NES, and then the other 2 were on Super Nintendo. So I suspect those could get like HG2Ds at some point.
Okay.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Because I mean, they could do the 3DS, like they could do the DS versions again, but like I feel like if they're going to do those again, like why not do the HG2D ones?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what they do next time around with these. Yeah.
Well, Garrett, before we go, we had one question from the NPCs.
One question.
This comes to us from Jay Hetfield 0816, who says, "Hey guys, just so you know, it's still my favorite day of the week for me whenever your show appears on my Apple Podcasts. So here's my big, long-winded question. Are there any RPG stories and or characters that you found to be so influential that they actually changed the way you view some aspect of your life, or changed your behavior towards yourself or others in some way? I think Persona 4 did this for me, valuing friendships and not letting friendships fade away, can even when things are busy. And also Chapter 5 of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, deeply emotional and caused me to spend more time with my family. Anything like this for you guys?" So,
what a deep question.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie, Jay Hetfield. I read your question.
Yeah.
I've been racking my brain since I read your question last night as to what my answer would be to this. And I don't actually have an answer. I mean, I don't think like don't get me wrong, I've been like moved to tears with RPGs and like moved emotionally, but I don't think there's ever been one where the stories or characters have made me kind of like, influence my life in some way, like some big way, like other than other than my enjoyment of role playing games. Like that's always the case. But like fun, like to what you're describing in the question, Jay Field, I don't think there's anything. But curious to know what you think, Garrett.
I think I'm kind of in the same ballpark. Maybe there is like a game that was very impactful for me that I changed the way I view things subconsciously. But like if I actively try to think about it, it's like I don't. There's not a direct pinpoint or situation of a game that did this to me. I do know what you're referring to with Chapter 5 of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and that was very emotional. I think that is probably the closest I have seen of changing the way I view in life is Chapter 5 of Xenoblade. I was a massive wreck during that time. It is a very emotional. It makes you think about the kind of your relationships with your loved ones, and then also don't let anything like kind of waste time or fade away. It's a very emotional telling. It's funny because I like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, the game itself. I think the gameplay is not like the best in the world. I think the end boss is a little too long.
You don't say.
And, like,
We learned that in
it's pretty
Extra Life.
rough. But like the writing of this RPG is like kind of crazy. It's just like, wow, I can't believe that they were able to tell a story like that. So yeah, I do know what you're referring to, Jay Hetfield. But other than that specific example, I haven't found another video game that really hit me.
Like I've had RPGs that again have changed the way I feel about gaming as a whole, but not really influenced by life outside of gaming. Like Shining Force 2 is a great example of that. That story I've told a million times about Shining Force 2 and how it kind of like changed the way I looked at video games. So, But,
that was like Skyrim for me. With like just like, oh, there are these open world first person games that is like a sandbox, and it's just like really opened my eyes. Like, wow, games can be like this.
yeah.
But yeah, as you say, nothing outside of gaming that was like, again, I can't pinpoint it. Maybe there was subconsciously, but yeah.
Anyways, Garrett, I think that's going to do it for this week's episode of the RPG Cave. But before we go, of course, we got to say thank you to all of our patrons at patreon.com/carpool gaming, starting with our ultimate producers, Brendan Myers, aka The Winter Gamer. Jonathan Brown, you can find all of his music over on his Linktree, linktr.ee/pme.gib. Jonas Young and Tony Baker. Our platinum producers, Non-Spoken Joe, The Captain, Brian Reese, and Rizzle29, of course, our two newest platinum producers. And then our gold members, Adam K, and Awesome Dave 1337, Benny, Bradmore, Brian Reese, Cecily Carrozza, I don't know why I said Brian Reese's name twice, but whatever. Dan and Luma, Dannohh, Emily O'Kelly, Hambone Jonny, John32, Laura, Ligerwood330, Mr. Giggles, Peje, Stephen Keller, and TechMike. Huge thanks once again to all of our patrons over at patreon.com/carpool gaming. If you want to hop in the car with us, head over there, choose the tier that's right for you. And now, Garrett Plugs, go.
You can follow me at Blue Sky at Bland Explosion. You can also find me on the Discord. I read and acknowledge every single message in the RPG Cave channel. You can find me on Backlogged whenever I update it at Bland Explosion.
You'll finish a game at some point, Garrett.
I'll finish something eventually.
Yep.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
As for me, you can always find me in the Discord, on Blue Sky, on backlog.com, and of course, letterbox.com at Ryan Turford. And yes, I've been updating my backlog actually pretty consistently as well. You know, I got my review up there for Dragon Quest, and then I've got, I'll probably write something for Fallout when I finish it at some point. We'll see. But other than that, this has been episode 213 of the RPG Cave, and we're out.
Bye-bye.